Dr. Samuel Ting and Ben Turner, Among the Stars on Disney Plus, coming this Wednesday, October 6th. I mean, this is such an incredible venture. So many moving parts to it. Ben, let me go ahead and ask you, how long has this been in the works, and what are we going to see in this 6-part series?
Oh, it's a few years in the making, and you will hopefully get to see a real 360-degree view of how NASA put together a mission. And we were lucky enough to have what I consider to be the best mission imaginable to fix Professor Ting's wonderful AMS. The cooling system had got broken, but on the back of fixing that, there's an opportunity to reveal a lot of hidden secrets and things about physics that I couldn't get close to understanding, but made me feel very special to have a view on.
Dr. Ting, I want to go ahead and ask you, out of all the decades of work that you've had, and especially, fixing this, it's a $2 billion, experiment that we're trying to fix and make sure that all this mission goes correctly. Has all the work that you've done kind of led up to this moment?
Yeah, basically that is true. And when we want to do the repair, NASA thought it's extremely difficult. Has never been done before, because we want to cut 8 lines at very high pressure in space. But they finally figured out a way to do this. And this was considered one of the most difficult missions NASA ever taken since the fix of the Hubble telescope.
Chris Cassidy, it's going to be his last mission here. I mean, what was it like to follow him on this journey?
Oh, it was totally unbelievable. I've been obsessed by NASA and space all my life. Just meeting him was a thrill. To get to work with him and all the people that he works with was really amazing. And we realized quite quickly, if you meet any astronaut you meet, will tell you they're just the tip of the iceberg. And we wanted to make a show about the iceberg once we sort of cottoned onto this. But really, the teams of people we came into contact with were really outstanding. And I have an incredibly romanticized view of that world, but it really lived up to my hopes.
Dr. Ting, I want to go ahead and ask you, I mean, one of the things that I love about this production is that all the countries are working together. It's not just, the USA that is working, it's like we're working with so many other countries as well, too. What does that say as far as, how the space mission and people wanting to work together towards a common cause, and how that's, kind of benefited your work?
Okay, there are 15 countries working together on this experiment. And some of the countries have different views about politics. But in this experiment, we only look in the truth of nature. So we never discuss anything outside physics. So all the decisions are based on science. In this way, people move forward.
And I hope that people watch it do get a sense of watching. Professor Ting touched on the fact that there's a lot of disagreement in there, but it's very constructive disagreement. And I think that that's really inspirational for people to see. When see amazing people trying to do amazing things, they're going to argue with each other because they're in search of a higher truth. But it's a very productive arguing, and I hope people find it. I found it inspirational to watch, and I hope people find it inspirational in the show.
I do want to ask you, as far as all the footage, because we're seeing the astronauts prepare, we're seeing video from the control room, we're seeing video from space, from the repairs, from the experiments going on. For you personally, what was the coolest thing to see or to be able to work with or to capture?
I mean, if you imagine a child who, with a certain amount of filmmaking expertise, let loose in NASA, was kind of what was happening to me. Every day was fascinating. And then I got to meet Professor Ting and his group, and even more mind-blowing on a daily basis. Every single day of that shoot was mind-blowing to me. I think a highlight would be receiving my first call from Chris when he was on the International Space Station. Especially I was in the middle of this coronavirus thing. I'm locked in my house. I can't really leave it. And I get this call from space, someone to talk to me about the show we were making. It was really mind-blowing and just so exciting.
That's something that does not happen every day. So that is amazing right there. Dr. Ting, Ben Turner, thank you so much for your time today. Among the Stars, Disney Plus, October 6th. I cannot wait to watch all of